all natural. People always ask if I get nervous before I play, and I'm like, absolutely.
Yo, what's up? Welcome back to Jungle Casino live podcast from YouTube. Yo, I got a very special guest. Welcome back to Jungle Casino. Celina, she goes by the name TKNO.GANGASTA. She's in the house today. What's up? Yeah, Celina. She goes by the name TKNO.GANGASTA. Yeah, she's in the house today. What's up? She's a barber. She's a producer. She's a Celina, DJ engineer. She's an awesome person. She's a barber. She's a producer. She's a Celina, DJ engineer. There we go.
Good to go.
All right.
All right.
Yeah.
And apparently today on the TKNO.GANGASTA. Gangasta, baby.
Ah, damn, she got me.
We're going to hit it Gangasta style.
Damn it. As everybody knows, I'm like the number one spelling bee champ. Yeah. Everybody knows that.
Yo, I'm the number one spelling bee champ, baby. Right there, Apollo. Come on.
Is that right? Damn, you were a spelling bee champ?
I was always in the spelling bee shoot. I'm a little nerd when it comes to spelling and stuff like that, for sure. But yeah,
really?
I used to do the spelling bees back in the day.
Well, we're gonna do a little spelling bee challenge later. All right.
We'll see if this brain can remember this OG brain.
Yeah. Yo, welcome back to Jungle Casino. This is your host Tarzi Tarz. We got Celina, TKNO.GANGASTA in the motherfucking building. Make some motherfucking noise. Drop some W's in the chat. You know. Being live is something else, huh?
Yeah.
It's a little different. So as you guys know, we're going to be playing some blackjack, some 21. If you didn't know, the closest one to 21 without busting wins. All right, we're going to start off. Do you know how to play blackjack?
I mean, I've had my time at the tables. I'm not saying I was good at it. I had my time, though, so let's run it. Let's see what we got.
All right, so you know how to cut the system, right?
Cut the cards?
Yeah, cut the card. Yeah, cut the deck.
Yeah. There we go.
There we go. We got a little Pokemon cards to cut them.
All right.
You know. Everything sounding good, Gaffer? I don't got my Gaffer today. I fired my old Gaffer. So I got myself a cute one. She's in the back right here. I don't know if she's too shy. She's too shy. She don't want to say
hi. All right. What do we got? All right.
So we're going to start off by giving you some chips.
All right.
It works like in the regular casino. I'm going to give you 200 in units. The red ones are 5 units each, so I'm gonna give you 100, and the green ones are worth 25 units each. Okay. So each one is worth 25 and 5 units each. So it's 200, right?
All right.
Here you go.
All right. Let's see how quickly these disappear.
And then you can bet here. This is your bet zone area. Max you can bet is 15, so that's to 3 chips.
All right.
And at the end, depending on how much chips you have or you're holding, if you're holding a lot of chips, you're free range to get anything here in my arsenal. If you have less than the chips that I give you, then you can only get a small item from my chest here.
All right. So now we're making it serious a little bit now.
Yeah.
Okay.
You get free range if you have tons of chips, but if you have very little chips, you can get like a little teeny tiny prize.
There's
a little
lot
memento.
Of fun stuff in here too, man. Let me see. It's a cool studio. I like it.
You like it in here?
Yeah, it's fun. It's a vibe.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate you. It's like my own little palace.
Your own world.
So first question, what is it that you do here? How does TKNO.GANGASTA came about?
Well, my name is Celina Fierro, aka the TKNO.GANGASTA, and yeah, man. I mean, I am from Tucson, Arizona, so you know, I was born and raised here. As far as becoming the TKNO.GANGASTA, you know, I really got into rave in around 1996. All right, so story goes, yes, I'm that OG, right? There used to be a thing called Downtown Saturday Night, once a month. and I was actually with my church group at the time with my mom, you know.
With the church
yeah,
group?
Yeah, that's a whole nother podcast though, homie.
Oh, that's all. We'll get to that later. We'll get to that later, chat.
No, but check it, yo. It's like 1996, right? And you know, it was very rare for a raza to know techno. I'd never heard it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we're downtown. We're on Congress, and right there where the neighborhood is, that nice parking lot with all the murals, that just used to be some dusty alley, right? So we're down there. I'm young, and I just hear this, and I'm like, what is that, right? It's just hitting my brain. I'm just feeling that dopamine coming from it. So I segue out of the I segue out of the group, and I go down that alley that's now this major parking lot in downtown Tucson. And there was just this DJ and just these kids just dancing to this beat and showing love and hugging each other, and like, you know, I felt like this is it. These are my people. This is where I need to be. You know what I mean? Especially, you know, growing up in the 90s, you know, already knowing I was, you know, who I was. Yeah, you know what I mean? And it was just so different, but I felt the love. And then after that little moment, I picked up a flyer, right? Someone was passing out flyers. And this is back in the day. It's called an 800 number or wait for the day of. And from that moment on, fam, rave has been a part of my life one way or another.
Really?
And then I started DJing. You know, I was telling your wife that I worked all summer to put 2 turntables on layaway, 2 Technique 1200s.
Damn, layaway. Does layaway still exist, chat?
I don't know.
Drop it in the chat. Does layaway still exist? That's crazy.
Yeah, and it wasn't like Guitar Centers. Like, this was a mom and pop like musical place. So before then, I would just go in and eyeball these 1200s, bro. Just stare at them, right?
And turntables. Like, you're talking about records. We're talking records. Like you would pull up to the gigs. This when you learned, right? Yeah. This is when you first started in the and you would pull up with the crates, with the milk crates. Yeah, you pull up with the crate,
or you had like a flight case, you know, that's what they call them, and you like carry them, or you could like pull them. But yeah, you were definitely showing up to gigs with like 3 crates of records, you know, kind of like you showed up with the USB with a few hundred songs or 1,000 songs. You had every single one of those tracks right there in person. So, you know, now I'm starting to dabble in DJing.
Oh,
you know?
Okay.
Yeah, imagine that USB. You have every single one in the record,
and you have to go through the record, right?
Yeah, you just get real quick, you get real fast, you just.
So you got to get it like in a, you got to get into the zone.
Yeah.
Do you feel like it's a lost art now?
I mean, obviously with technology, things are always gonna change. It's lost because
it got better.
This one's like a tough one, right? Because
it's a tough one.
I don't like being that OG that's like, oh, back in my day, right? You know, I honestly think things do get better and more advanced, right? Do I miss the old days of showing up with records and putting that needle and hearing that sizzle and that hiss, that analog sound? Yes. But do I miss carrying 3 crates of records up some stairs or down an alley? You know,
on some dingy ass place.
I like having my USB right there. My
I get it.
But it's just two different eras. You know,
yeah,
I don't think one's better than the other. You know, I mean, that's just my personal.
It was
thing,
just a switch of eras.
Yeah, it's just a change in eras, you know. But before we were doing that, you know, we couldn't even touch the record. The generation before us were like, don't touch the needle, don't touch the record, you know, and that was their time. Then we had our time. Now it's this time.
One.
Yeah, you know, so you either advance with it or you get left behind, you know.
If there was a choice between like, let's say there was a night and everything was there for you, would you spin on a turntable or on like an XD or something? XZ.
Right now my all my records are sitting in storage, right? And I think about them weekly. I think about my 6 turntables sitting in storage that I don't have room from. I would love to get those out and
give
do
them some
a
love.
Full set of just vinyl. I really would. It's just a matter of getting that equipment out. But I
and
still
busting
have
it out.
Yeah, busting it out. You know what I mean?
I think that would do really good. While me and my team, we work really well with Hotel Congress.
Yeah.
I feel like if I could make something like that happen, they do like a mom and pops showcase with like the lowriders.
Okay.
At Hotel Congress. I don't know if you've ever heard of that.
I think so. Yeah, they had it not too long ago, right? Last year sometime.
I feel like if some sort of happening like that, I think that would be really cool outside like that.
Yeah. Well, holla.
She said holla. Hey, if you want to, hey chat, if you guys want to see that happen, drop it in the chat. Let's see who's Desert Days, some OG lore. Hey, going into on how I'm meeting you, I got a very fond story about how I met you. Okay. And that I would like to share going into DJing and stuff.
All right.
Blondies, do you remember Blondies?
I remember Blondies, yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Shit, shout out to Mike and Jeff and Dan. They had that place cracking.
Yeah. That place was a spot for a minute, no doubt.
Huh.
Yeah.
That was like it was home for where we founded Yes Good Pony. Yeah. Shout out to everybody there. Before we were a Good Day Good Night, we were Yes Good Pony, and we threw many events there, sick events there. Actually,
good times.
Yeah,
definite good times there.
A very fond memory that I have of you is when I threw my hip hop shows. I would throw hip hop shows called haciendas, and I remember the day of the show, I was running wild with my, cut off my head chicken, chicken. I can't even say it. And I hit you up hey, can you give me a cut? Yep. And you pulled the fuck up. She pulled up with all her shit. She's like, I'm ready. Yep. And it was a lineup and shit. She got me feeling right. It was when I released the T4D block. I remember.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you for pulling up. That was some G ass shit.
Man, I take pride in not only my music, but I take pride in my barbering. That's my trade, And it was, it was an honor to cut you up, man. You know what I'm saying? You were about to have a show, wanted to get you right. And
the most special thing about that is at the end, I was like, hey, how much for the cut? She said, hey, fam, it's on the house. And I was like, nah. I gave her some love, but that was to me, that was gold, when someone does that out of love.
And we take care of each
other. You're always going to be in my heart, and that's a fond memory that I'm always going to keep of you. And then if anybody asks me, hey, do you know Celina? I'm always going to tell that story.
That's what's up.
Because that means a lot. That means a lot. That meant a lot to me, You got me all fresh and cut up.
Yeah. You did good that night, too, man. I remember. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a cool show. I like that. There was a lot of weed smoke. Were you smoking do you still smoke?
So I am in recovery, but I do still smoke.
Occasionally,
occasionally,
or just
it's definitely gone down.
Okay.
Definitely, yeah. I was still smoking a lot when I was first getting sober, from the drugs and the alcohol. You know what I'm saying? But
hey, I love the we're gonna get to that.
Yeah.
But I want to get to your barber history.
Yeah.
I know you're a third generation barber.
I am. Yep.
Take me on a little adventure on how you started this journey of yours with.
So, growing up, I've been around barbering. My tata was a barber. My dad, he retired not too long ago. Barber on the south side.
Shout out, Dad, Jose Fierro.
Yep, that's him.
Shout out, Pops.
Yo, Pops all day, man. Have you met my Pops?
I haven't met your Pops.
My Pops one day. Whenever you meet my Pops, all you gotta do is go, uh-huh. I know now. I
understand. All right. I'm gonna be looking for you, Pops. I'm gonna be looking for you. I can't wait to meet you.
Yo, Pops is a G, man. Pops is a G, and I looked up to him a lot growing up. Anything that man did, I wanted to do. I wanted to emulate that leader, that charisma, that charm. And when he was standing behind that chair and I was a little girl in the shop, I would just watch the interactions, what I mean?
Oh, damn, that gave me the chills.
And then my sister became a barber. My sister's 10 years older than me. So, and then my dad's sister, she's a cosmetologist. So it was just natural that I was going to become a barber,
Yeah.
I was in third grade. I was 8, 9 years old, and I took my dad for show and tell, baby.
Really?
I was so proud of my dad. They had a show and tell, and I took my dad. I was like, this is my dad. He cuts hair.
Did your dad dress like a vato?
Dude, my dad is a vato. He don't even have to try. He just wakes up and vato magic right there, man, all day.
Give me a little description of what a vato looks.
So, a vato's somebody that shines their shoes. A vato's somebody that puts a crease in their pants, dresses well, smells well, slicks their hair back, and Is very well with the ladies, baby.
Shit.
That's a
Shout
vato
out.
right there.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
We gonna clip that.
Yeah.
We gonna clip that for
No,
sure.
for real, yeah, no.
All
And,
right.
you know, my dad always, like I said, he always had that leadership. And my dad walks in a room, men want to be his friends, and women want to know who he is. You know what I mean? That kind of charm.
Yeah.
And, you know, I just kind of followed suit with that, and I hung around with them a lot. And so after I took him to show and tell, you know, I always knew I wanted to be a barber, you know. And then finally, when I turned 18 and I had my GED and all of that, went to barber school. A year later, got my barber's license. Yeah, I've been slanging cuts ever since.
Hey,
man.
but at the show and tell at your school, you're in 3rd grade.
So I was in
What's
third
up with
grade.
that? What do you mean? You chopping them right there or what?
So what happened actually is my teacher at the time sent permission slips out to the boys in the class. If anybody was willing, the parents could sign that my dad would cut their hair.
When
So I remember
teachers
yeah.
used to send notes.
Yeah, your teachers sent notes and not emails. Yeah, they made them into paper airplanes.
Damn it.
Oh man, good old times. So I remember one boy, my friend, his name was Nicky Moreno. His parents signed yes. So my dad cut Nicky's hair in the classroom, and my mom made cupcakes for everybody, yo. And my mom still has all the letters that every kid wrote that were like, thank you, Jose, or we call him Tomas, Tom, you know, for coming and cutting Nicky's hair. And
Wow.
And I was just so proud of my dad. Like, I wanted to bring and show him off, you know what I mean? And then my mom made the cupcakes for all of us, and
Dang.
core memory. And from that moment on, I knew I was going to become a barber. I knew.
Wow.
Yeah. They had a competition the next year in the same school. I went to Gallego, and
Okay.
it was called When I Grow Up. So
it was over there
yeah,
by the park.
Gallego was on the other side of Park.
Yeah, on the other side. I know.
yeah.
I know. It's Rivera now.
Yeah, it's Rivera now. Yeah. So I joined this competition called When I Grow Up, and I won 2nd place for barbering, for just saying when I grow up I want to be a barber. Blah blah blah. So I was already gonna do it. So
That's awesome.
Been a barber for, what year is it now? Shoot,
We're in 2026 right now.
27 years, yo. Y'all's lifetime. I've been slanging these cuts.
I
No
was
doubt.
I was 5 years old when you
Let's go.
started.
Yeah. I might have cut your hair sometime. Who knows?
Yeah.
My dad's had his shop on the south side right there, Park in Irvington, for years. He was a
Park in
staple.
Irvington. We're
You know where the smoke shop is, across
Park in
from the
Irvington.
cemetery
I
on
see.
Park Avenue?
Oh yeah,
It's that little
yeah.
old school barber shop. I'm sure all of Tucson has driven by it
Yeah,
at
for
one time or
sure.
another.
I know where it is.
Yeah, it's red and white. That's my dad's shop. I grew up in that shop.
What?
I learned to cut hair in that shop. Woo! If those walls could talk, baby, I tell them.
For real, like that.
It was good times. Yeah.
That's
We've had some
freaking.
good
That's
times.
that to me. That's mind blowing because I always drove through there. You know.
Yeah, so that's.
I
been
didn't
my
even know it
dad's
was a
shop.
barber shop.
Yeah, so he's been retired now for about 3 years or so. Yeah, my pops is 76, but you couldn't tell if you saw him for sure.
Is that right?
So the barbering just stayed in our family, and my sister's
just in your
cutting hair.
genes?
It's just in my genes. Yeah.
And it's something that you love to. Is it something that you love to do?
I mean, I think the only thing other that I have passion for, as great as barbering, is DJing and producing. Yeah.
This is just embedded in you, huh?
It's embedded in me since I was a kid. I don't know anything else, honestly.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hey, so if you're looking for a chop, if you're trying to get right, if you're trying to get treated right, like how a barber should, you need to hit us, Celina. I personally haven't been inside your shop, and I want to.
Yeah, you should.
So
come through.
I'm gonna set up a little. I'm gonna set up a little. I'm gonna set up a.
TucsonBarberNearMe.com, fam. Get on there. It's my website. Has all my services, all the pricing. It's a studio, so when you book with me, you get that whole hour to yourself. It's like a VIP treatment. It's not a walk-in shop. It's me, you, a vibe, and whatever you need to feel confident to get out of that shop and feel that way. So
after the live, on the description, I'm gonna drop it on the description so you guys can check it out if you guys want to go book an appointment with her. I'm gonna book an appointment with her because I want to get treated right for her now. I want to get pampered, you know.
yeah, hey man, men deserve it too,
Eh,
man. All day,
shit.
come on.
I got like I'm working on it.
I'll get those right there.
I'm working on it.
Oh man, yeah, but
Um,
it's been great. Both have saved my life at one time or another, and I just knew I was gonna follow in the footsteps of my pops
yeah.
and my sister and my pops before them, and to have something so sacred like that, and it's unbeatable.
You have a very like you said, very 90s vibe to you. You grew up in the
Yeah, I grew
90s,
up
right?
in the '90s, yeah.
I actually was born in the 90s,
Yeah.
so what can I say? I grew up in the 2000s.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah.
I grew up a little bit in the 90s, but I didn't really. But I wish I did.
Yeah.
Just because the 90s seemed so fun. No phones, no technology.
Mhm.
When people went to concerts, they weren't filming the whole thing.
Yeah.
People talked. People, como digo, convivían.
Mhm.
How do I say that
You
word
were
in
more present a little bit, maybe.
Yeah, because now I feel like when I go to a concert, I'm on my phone or something, or
Yeah.
I'm eager to be on my phone and stuff.
Yeah, I think
So-
we're all a part of that. Even me as an OG, you got to remind yourself because, that's just where society's at right now. You know what I mean? But I definitely, when I reminisce and I think about it, it's like, yeah, we didn't have all that. We were really truly in the moment, and
Yeah.
the only memory we had is what we locked in. And maybe some fuzzy pictures of some old school camera or something. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
But like I said before, things change. When you're my age in 15 years, it'll be another group of things that are different. But
Yeah.
but yeah, the '90s were fun. They were something else.
They sound so fun.
Yeah.
Give me. We're gonna get onto that story later.
Okay.
But right now we're gonna play a little bit of
Let's do
blackjack.
it,
You
let's
ready?
do it. I'm ready.
Yeah,
Let's see where we're at.
let's get
see where
it.
we're at.
Yeah. Max bet you can bet three chips.
Okay.
So we're gonna get a little crazy, you know what I mean? Because
Alright.
then all my stuff's gonna be gone with all the guests, and I'm gonna be breaking.
That's if I knew how to play. All right. We'll
You don't
start
know
out.
how to play?
I mean,
I
I've
will
played
te-
a
we'll
couple
teach you.
times. You know what I mean? So.
All right. So the main bet you're gonna go right
Alright.
here.
We'll
Yeah, just
start
right
off
here.
with 15.
We're gonna start. Ooh, she's going straight max table max. You started straight table max.
Let's run it. Let's
All
run
right,
it.
let's get it.
Okay.
Do you have any memory of being in a casino and like winning?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I have a memory of when blackjack first started in Tucson, and we were all stoked. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But okay.
So you have a
I got a
19.
19. I gotta assume you have a 20 though.
That's the rule of thumb. You think I
Yeah.
have a 20, but if you have a 19 and you hit, that's kind of wildin'.
Yeah, that's we're gonna stay.
Stay.
Yeah, we're gonna stay at 19.
All right. So in a casino,
All right.
since the cameras don't have audio, you got to show the cameras like that you're actually
Okay.
doing. This is
so we're
stay,
gonna stay.
and this is hit.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So 19 stay.
Yep.
20.
Ah, yeah. I
It's a
should have
casino.
assumed. Man. I assumed. I should have.
She's like, yeah. Place
all
your bet.
right. Let's do it again. Let's run it again.
Hey, Chad, do you think she's gonna get a big prize
Let's see, yeah.
or from the little box?
Let's see if we're gonna get our money back. How about that?
Ooh, she got a 20 though.
Otra. Okay.
So 20
Let's
stay.
20.
Dealer showing a 3, 13, 18.
Yee,
It's a win.
yee.
Let's
I. All right. So let's do it again. Let's try
Doing a
again.
thing.
Let's try again. All right. What are we gonna get a W, chat? What are we gonna get?
The golden ticket. Yo, shout out Fern. He said, Desert Day says, I can feel the passion. Golden ticket. People coexisted better before.
Yeah.
Yep, I
no
totally
doubt.
agree with that.
Yep, no doubt.
Oh, she got an
Oh,
ace. Let's go,
oh,
chat. Let's go, chat.
oh,
Ooh,
okay.
all right. So you
So
know
it
what
could
an
be
ace is?
It could be a 1 or an 11, right?
Yeah, depending on how far. So you have a
Okay,
9 or
so-
19 right now.
So we'll stay at 19.
19 stay?
Yeah.
All right. 12, 19. We're going to
Yeah.
push.
Okay.
So
Push.
we don't win or lose.
Okay. All right. We'll
You
stay
like the little table?
Yeah, it is. It's nice, dude. This whole room is a vibe, y'all. No doubt. It's fun in here. And then you got the old school machine right there that I keep peeping. Woo!
What, the native instruments?
Yeah, the native instruments,
He
man.
doesn't know what he's talking about. I got this.
Yeah. I'd be staring at that thing. Sexy.
Does this bring back
Yeah, I
memories?
used to have one. Yeah,
Yeah?
I used to get down to it. Yeah.
What did you use it for?
I used it when I was making beats, back in the day with Ableton 9 and stuff like that. Yeah.
Going into that, you're still producing.
I am.
Ooh, she got them
Ooh.
aces.
Should we
Ooh,
split?
chat.
Chat. Should
Hey,
we
chat,
split?
we're gonna split chat. Damn, W all the way. Emiri, what's up, Emiri?
What it
So,
do?
in order for you to split, we got to put another 15.
Bet. Yeah. Okay.
All right,
That's
chat, we're going to split this. And so, when you split aces, you get one card on each.
Yeah.
Sound
okay.
good?
Let's try
All
it.
right.
Let's run it.
21.
Let's go, baby.
4, 14. Dealer's got 11. 12, 22. Ooh, she got crazy.
So
hey, she might have
let's
to go to the
let's
casino
go.
after. Damn.
That's just some luck, baby. That's just some luck.
Yeah, shout out Emiri. He's in the chat.
What's up, brother? What it
You know,
do?
that's Nick.
Yeah. I met him at Valentino Con.
Oh, yeah, Valentino Con.
yeah.
Yeah, we played the show together. How did you feel about that?
Ooh, man. I was hyped.
That was a blast, huh?
That was blessings all day for sure. Yeah.
I'm glad I shared the stage with you.
Yeah, thank you, man. Yeah, that was great for sure.
Yeah. Let's do one more hand and then we're going to get into the Valentino Con show right here.
All right, let's let's hit him with the.
She's going with the 50 piece. I'm going to let her just because she's the special guest.
Oh, yeah, wait. You said 3. My bad.
It's
I'm
good.
I'm already feeling myself.
She's going crazy on them. Hey, just go with a 50 piece.
Oh, man.
Hey, put in some W's in the chat. Put some fire emojis in the chat. Split double win. Let's go.
Had me feeling.
She has a 6 of diamonds. Ooh, she has a 16.
That's a tough
but
one.
I'm showing a 4.
All right, man.
You can always ask me for help, or you can ask the chat.
Risk, carnal.
Life's a risk, carnal. She's gonna hit the 16.
Let's hit the 16. Let's see.
Oh, no! She
all good.
busted.
It's all good. Hey, every now and then. But we hit them splitties, baby. That's
we did. We did.
Let's go.
Hey, did you ever watch Blood In, Blood Out?
All day.
That's one of my favorite movies. I got a lot of cuando hablo en español, hablas español, ¿no?
Sí,
Poquito.
Yeah.
That's how I got my when you're talking and explaining like what a vato is, that explained to me how I acted because I grew up with Blood In, Blood Out.
Yeah.
Miklo, I think.
Miklo, yeah.
I resonated with that character, the one they threw on the Crucito.
Yeah.
And I learned all my swagger from him.
Yeah, no doubt. I just hosted him at a meet and greet in my barbershop, right?
Did you now?
Yeah, on Memorial Day. That's the second actor from Blood In, Blood Out that I've hosted at my barbershop for a meet and greet.
Wow. How did you get to that?
So the very first time, about 5 years ago, so all the actors from Blood In, Blood Out, Mi Vida Loca, you know, all those old school gangster movies, they're still on tour, right? They do these meet and greets. And
really?
Yeah. So about 5 years ago, before everything changed in my life, the person that represented Magic, Victor Rivers, the one who plays Magic, the one in the jail, he reached out to me and asked if I'd host a meet and greet, and of course I said yes. And
the leader in jail, right?
Yeah, the one. Yeah, he's like like that. You know what I mean? Those puntos or something like that. Yeah. And so I had him there, and it was a big old deal. You know, I had a lot of time to promote, and I had a bunch of people out. And then Crucito's people reached out to me like 4 or 5 days before Memorial Day, that just passed. So I said yes, of course. Shout out, Fanny, and she also got me in. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, I was able to kick it with Crucito all day long, and he's like my favorite character in the movie.
He is my favorite character.
He's my favorite.
Really?
Yep. So I didn't know if you knew that, but yeah, if you go to my Instagram page, I did a recap.
I did see that, but when I was trying to, when I did see it, it was already too late. I was like, it's over, you know?
Okay, yeah.
I was working that day, and I was like, oh, man, I probably won't even make it.
Yeah.
But I'm glad that you got to kick it with him. How was it? How is it in...
it's really good because, I am Mexican-American. I'm Chicana, and it is a little different, I might not speak Spanish properly to some people or not speak it enough. And when you're around other Chicanos that, we could speak that Spanglish, we could have that pocho talk or whatever, you know what I mean? It feels good because you got someone that understands. But he was very inspirational, like all the youngsters that came in to sign the autographs. He'd be like, hey, don't forget, vatos locos go to college, don't forget, vatos locos educate themselves, you know what I mean? And that's something that raza and the cultura need to hear. I think there's a lot of boundaries that we set on ourselves because we don't do that, or that's not cool enough.
Oh, my parents didn't tell me that.
Yeah, my parents didn't teach me that.
They didn't go to school.
Yeah, exactly, right? So the way he was interacting with them, it was just so inspirational, and he treated all of us as if we were his sisters, his tias, his primos. Like it's like
Con respeto.
yeah, it's like we knew him our whole lives, you know. And so after the autograph session, the meet and greet, we went to Huero Canelo. We took him there, and
Here?
yeah, we went to Huero Canelo on Oracle, not on the south side, the one on
No, you
Oracle. Well,
should've taken
my
the-
shop's right there on Stone.
Oh, okay,
so,
okay.
Yeah.
Respectable palabra.
But, you know,
palabra.
just to be around a creative, right? Like this, of course, he's getting recognized, right? And this man he's singing, he's showing us videos. He's in his creative space, and nobody's stopping him. Nobody's telling him he can't do what he can't do.
Wow.
Because we know who he is, and he put himself in that position to just be art everywhere he goes. He's just art, and it's like you're just watching this being that you know is living how he wants and inspiring and motivating people.
So it's not just like a meet and greet that you got to meet him. You got to actually like see how he is and you know his everyday life. Yep. It wasn't like he's so famous.
No, he didn't treat anyone like that. He was very, very humble.
I love that.
As soon as he got there, he gave me the biggest shout out like right away, and you know like the last one we had with Victor Rivers, that one was good too, you know. But this one was it was more intimate. It was smaller, so we really got to talk to him and be in his presence. You know what I'm saying? Because Blood In, Blood Out, Sangre por Sangre was huge in the 90s. That's
one of my favorite movies.
Yeah.
One of my favorite movies.
Yeah, no doubt. So
did you watch that? How old were you when you watched that when it came out?
We were 11, 12 years old. I was
going
like, to Apollo right here.
Yeah, because I was young when I saw that. Like extra young. I was like, hey, I don't think I should be seeing this right now.
No, my homie that I asked him to DJ because he does all the old school jams and stuff like that. His own son is a freshman.
What's the DJ name?
Santa Cruz River Jams. His name's Arnold Chicano de Aslan. He's done a couple shows.
Shout out my boy.
Yep, no doubt. But he even said, you know, I haven't even let my son watch this because it's that serious.
Yeah, it's very serious.
But in the early 90s, we needed to see this. Because we were already gangbanging at 11, 12 years old right here. We were already...
It was bad, huh?
It was bad. It was bad, yeah.
Especially if you went to Apollo. Was it bad like back in the 90s like that?
We were jumping kids in, getting jumped in.
Were you part of it? Were you part of it? Allegedly?
Allegedly, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, these are just things that, you know, you're lost, you're young, you're looking towards your peers to what's cool, what are we doing, you know, and I did mention to him that movie kind of showed us how to act, how to have this hierarchy, right? Of who's in charge, how you keep your character, you know. And when I told him that, he looked at me and he said, that's that moral character that they were trying to portray. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just, you know, it's a character, you know. It was just interesting the way he put it, but. Yeah, it was big time, you know, to us back in the day.
I'm really happy that you got to kick it with him and got to meet him. Yeah. That's one of my favorite characters. I swear I got a lot of my my charisma, a lot of my swag that I carry myself with. You know, a lot of those movies helped shape me. Yeah. Cause I love that look. You know, I love the swagger that they give off. Yeah. Especially when it comes to like talking.
Yeah. No doubt. Yeah. We have our own slang.
Yeah,
you know?
I don't know if you can hear it. I'm not a pocho because I can't speak fluent Spanish. Yeah. But I've always just like loved the slang of it.
Yeah,
and
for
it's always stuck to me. And I always talk, you know, fool. Yeah. What's up, fool? Or like I'm always gonna be a character like that.
Yeah, we have our own verbiage, our own language. You know what I mean?
Simon.
And, you know, and I've dated a couple girls that are, you know, from Mexico, and they're like, you sound like a chola. And
what the fuck you think I is?
What the fuck you think I am, man?
What the fuck you think I am, man?
Yeah, you know, I got that slang, or you know, you know, little side comments and stuff.
What are you telling us? So you don't like cholas no more?
I said, then what you doing here, eh?
What you
Vamos.
doing? Así. ¿Sí o no?
But you know what I mean. You definitely get people. How do I say this without offending people? But when you're Mexican American, when you're Chicana, you're Chola, and you might not have the straight up Mexicano speak or speak Spanish properly, you definitely get a lot of like, you're not real Mexican. Like in the movie Celina, right? Like
talk your shit.
We're
Talk
too
your
American
shit
for the Mexicans. We're not Mexican enough, blah blah blah, vice versa. You know what I mean?
Fuck them.
But that's our culture, right? And that's why we leaned into these movies, because it was like we had something that we could look at and recognize in ourselves, recognize in our family, recognize in our homes, in our group of people,
But even if you aren't like a Chicano or like that, Pocho, you still resonate. Like I'm I'm Mexicano. I was born in Mexico.
Okay.
I still resonated with that, all of that.
All of that. Yeah.
All my brothers were, they was out here. We was outside. They was outside. I grew up in a trailer park. We was outside. I grew up to this shit. Like I said, most of my slang come from that shit. A lot of shit that I say comes from that. And if you haven't seen the movie, go watch the movie. I think I've recommended this to a lot of people. Blood In, Blood Out.
It's on YouTube. Yeah.
It's on YouTube.
Yeah, you can find it on YouTube.
It's fucking great.
Yeah.
And it represents, the 90s very to a T.
Well, it's a really good story of first of all, family. Second of all, of messing up in life. And whether you're going to stay there in that messed up situation or you're going to find some way to get yourself out of there. So you could put a room of 10 people in, you could get 10 people and put them in a room and watch that movie, and they're all going to find something different from it, because that movie has so much meaning in so many different ways. And that's how I resonate with it. I see it as people that were hurt, people that didn't know any better, and they followed the wrong path. But at the end, you decide what you're doing with your life. You make the choice to either rise up or stay down. And that's why his character resonates so much to me, because he's the artist. He's the artist. He's the one battling the addiction. And that's a moment. Yeah, meeting him and having his number in my phone, dog, like that. That's just that's straight up, yo.
That's the most famous person in your phone right now.
Right now, no doubt.
Hey, chat. Drop a name. Who's the most famous person on your phone right now?
Yeah. We
got
Jesse Borrego over here.
You got Jesse Borrego. All right.
Yep.
I'll drop mine.
What you got?
I got Alexis Walters. Damn, my bad, G.
I got that number too, though.
Yeah, you do too. Yeah,
that's what's up.
That's my boy. He's a star in my eyes.
Walters, that's what's up.
Let's play a little bit of blackjack, and then we're gonna go deep into some battles that both of us have fought in.
Let's do it. All right, Celina.
All right.
Let's slow our roll over here.
She said one. She just lost the 50. She just lost the 50 piece. Let's get it. It's just 13.
We're starting out calm. Okay, 13.
13.
All right. Let's see.
Hit the 13.
Let's hit it.
Ooh, 19. Let's get it.
We'll stay at 19.
19
Oh,
push.
okay.
Hey, she did battle it though. All right. Let's get it.
All right, let's go.
A little speed round?
All right, let's do it.
Yeah, we're going to go a little speed round.
All right. Boom. 20. All right. We'll
20
stay, yes.
12. Ooh, 21. 130.
See, that's why we only did one, fam. Okay, now our chances are up a little more.
It's because yeah. Let's get it.
Let's hit him with the 3-piece.
With a little 3-piecer.
With the 2.
Ooh.
That's
I'm showing a 10 though. She has an 11, 9 deuce, and I'm showing a queen of hearts. Chat, what is she doing?
11's a tough one, y'all. Do we hit? Do we stay?
Or do we double?
All right, fuck it. Let's double.
She said we're gonna double. We're gonna put the double right here.
Okay.
And she's gonna go one card. Let's do it. Ooh, she got 21. Let's get it. Alright, bitches. Yeah, life's a risk, carnal. She get it.
Carnal. Woo-hoo. We got all the papitas.
She said I got all the papitas, cousin.
That was fun. All right.
Talking about battling and an addiction. I've been sober for I'm going on my 5th year. No alcohol.
Let's go.
Not a drop. I cut that completely. I didn't need it in my life. And I wanted to talk to you about your journey. I know that you're sober. Off of. Would you like to talk about it?
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, I'm an open book when it comes to this. And fam, I was a straight alcoholic, and coke addict, and I did drugs in general, just, you know what I mean?
Just hand in hand.
Just hand in hand, you know what I mean? But that that alcohol and cocaine, that stuff really took me down. And
Yeah.
I've been on this journey for about 2.5 years, and I feel like a complete different person.
Really now?
You spend so long trapped in this addiction of sorts. It only gets worse as you get older, as you keep using, as you keep abusing, but it's also part of the lifestyle.
Were you a daily user, would you say?
Yeah. So my alcoholism went to that point of shakes. My alcoholism went to that point of insanity. My alcoholism went to that point of I started going insane. I lost everything. That alcohol took everything away from me. And if I was doing one, I was doing the other. So there was never one without the other there.
Why were you so into this? Like, why did you fall into this?
So
what was the reason for it? I'm sorry.
We can go back all the way to childhood if you like. My first overdose was at 16. I had a lot of things I was hiding as a kid. I was trying to hide being gay. I was trying to hide trying to figure myself out. We can talk all kinds of things, right? But it started very early on, and my brain is just always chasing dopamine of some sorts, right? And finding the scene, you also find other things, right? Like I loved it, but now it's fun, but but in a blink of an eye, I went from 16 to ODing my first time to being in and out of mental health facilities, rehabs, recovery places all throughout these decades until it just got so bad. And that alcohol was always my rider. That's always been my first love. Do
you think that you were in and out of these facilities because of the drug use or the drinking? You think it was?
I think it's just not knowing who you are. You know what I mean? I had no self-worth. I had no self-love. I was hanging, I'm slanging, I've been slanging coke shit since I was a kid practically, and then you're just around that type of people, you're around that type of environment, and that's what we do. We party, we drink, and then you're just in this endless, rinse and repeat for 20 plus years, you know what I mean?
And it just snapped. Yeah, and then you're just like, whoa.
Yeah, and then along with the addiction of alcohol and drugs comes the addiction of codependency. Comes the addiction of people, right? So now not only am I keeping toxic people around me, I'm always in one toxic relationship or another without any time in between. I never learned how to sit with Celina. I never learned how to sit alone. I never learned how to be in my own thoughts. And
it was always next.
Yeah, I call it insert void here, right? Insert something here. If there was a void that I was missing, or let's just put cocaine there. Let's just put alcohol there.
Let's put a beer.
Let's put a couple bitches there. Let's just keep putting bad things in there, right?
To fill that void.
Yeah, to fill that void. And then now with the lifestyle, I've had bouts where I've tried, but when you're trying to do something great around people that aren't so great, you end up being not so great.
Yeah. It's the bad.
It's that crabs in the bucket.
Crabs in a bucket.
And
I never heard of that one.
Yeah, crabs in a bucket. If you put a bunch of crabs in a bucket and one tries to get out, the other crabs are inevitably just going to start pulling them down. That crab will never get out of that bucket, neither will the other ones. So you're all just stuck in this bucket together. And
crab in a bucket. Yeah. Can I steal that from you now?
Yeah, absolutely. It's a great saying. Yeah.
Crabs in the bucket. Saying.
So, I did a lot of party. You do so much partying, you start leading to that addiction, right? Now I'd wake up hungover and reach for a beer and a pase, right? And that beer and pase would last all day, right?
Like, I need it.
Yeah, and then you fall asleep, and then you start all over again, and then you just keep
try to fall asleep.
Yeah, you don't sleep, and that's where the insanity comes from, right? So now you're trying to live life on no sleep, with alcohol in your system, drugs in your system, heartbreak in your system, trauma in your system, and nothing's going right.
And everything's
It's
just a big
it's just,
mixture.
yeah, it's just, yeah.
And then we call it anxiety.
Yep. Then you get the anxiety, right? And then now I'm going to doctors, and now I'm on all these medications, but am I really taking them, right? Like, I'm taking a antidepressant while doing a fucking bump. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it doesn't work. You know what I mean? And really, at the end of the day, with everything I've experienced with being in and out of rehabs and detox facility, is none of us love ourselves. None of us love ourselves. We're hurting from things that happened in the past. We're hurting from things that happen right now. We're hurting from things that are in the future that we don't even know. And it's a plague, right? And,
Yeah.
and getting sober, for as far as I went, this has not been easy. This has been the most beautiful time in my life, while also being the most loneliest time in my life. Because let me set it straight. Because this is something that you have to do alone. Yes, I have amazing friends. Yes, I have family. But when you are forced to sit down with yourself, and you have to bring out that mirror of accountability and say, you need to change. You need to stop doing this. You need to stop letting other people. You have to sit with yourself in that head that most people don't want to do. You know what I mean? So it's lonely on that end, because, any other disease, everybody's there to help you, right? And addiction's the only disease that you have to heal yourself from. You know what I mean?
I can
Does that
relate
make
to
sense?
that. I can highly relate to that.
Yeah.
As I was going through my addiction, off the same thing as you.
Yeah.
I had all these people trying to help me, but I felt like the only person that can help me was myself. Like I needed that. I needed to change. That want to change, because or else it wouldn't have happened.
And you hear that over and over again, when you're trapped in addiction. Like, the people that saw me start going downhill, the people that loved me, that saw the monster took over, right? And you hear that, like, hey, you're doing this to yourself. This is your choice, and you're just like, you're so far gone. You don't feel like you have a choice, right?
Yeah.
That choice you had might have been 10 years ago, and you didn't make that choice, and now you're here. But choosing that for yourself is one of the most amazing things you can do, and people that are trapped in addiction, we tend to be on the creative side, right? We tend to be artists. I'm not saying it's just in that one area, but I think people who are artistic and musicians, we're there's something in our mind that's just there's something not triggering to give us that complete happiness. You know what I mean? That full potential. And so I went through hell. I'm not gonna lie. I lost everything. The only thing I didn't lose in addiction was my studio, was my barbershop. And that was all I had when I got out of rehab. I had my tools, I had my hustle, and I had to do this, right? And if I didn't have that little studio, because I lost everything.
You had your will. You had a will. You had a will to keep going.
Yeah. And even that first year out of rehab, I kept relapsing, right? Because you have to change everything. Imagine being, I'm going to be 46 next month, right? So when I got out of rehab, 46, baby. Yeah, man. And I feel like I'm just living for the first time, y'all.
Really?
Yeah. I spent the majority of my life lost in addiction, still able to do it. Like, I did so many great things while being an alcoholic and a cokehead, you know what I mean? Like, because I've always had ambition. Like, I'm not saying to take that and run that, fam, but I did a lot of good. Hey, man. You got to get what I'm saying, though, all right? You got to lock in. Don't
lock
be that
in.
guy. But while battling alcoholism, I was doing barber battles, and I was winning barber battles. I was bringing trophies home. I was running a business, right? But I was doing everything so half-assed.
You could have been so much greater.
Yeah, I could have been this person years ago. Yeah. Right? But you can't settle in on the,
I could have been.
Yeah, no,
we got to keep going. Yeah, we got to keep going.
We got to keep going, yeah.
Life moves forward.
So,
ain't waiting on past. Ain't no waiting on nobody judge you. Like,
yeah, no doubt. But you know what I'm saying, right? Like, so I always had this ambition. I always had this will to do great things, but I kept keeping myself in shitty spots. Yeah. And you can't be great if you stay there. You know what I mean? it's been hard, but the music, the scene, you know, when I first met you guys, Good Pony, when you guys were all together, I was newly sober, and going and knowing that there was a community of music, of people, that kept me going, like knowing that, oh, I'm gonna go to a Good Pony event on the weekend, you know, and that's gonna help me thrive for the rest of the week, you know, or you guys booking me and meeting you and Mark and Thelma and Walters, like that. It gave me something to look forward to. So you guys are also part of the journey.
Thank you.
You know what I mean?
Appreciate you. For real. Thank
Yeah.
you. It's been a pleasure. It's been a pleasure knowing you. Being in the nightlife, and being in surrounding yourself still in that industry.
Yeah.
How do you keep yourself from not doing it anymore?
So I'll tell you what.
What's the secret?
I'll tell you what I told my sponsor, because my sponsor, he went to the Valentino Con show, and he's not just my sponsor. That's my homie. Yo, shout out Jeremy. I don't know what I'd do without you, Jeremy, for real. He met me in rehab. He'd come once a week and do an AA meeting with all of us in there. And when I got out, I hit him up, asked him if he'd help me on this journey. So when he saw that I got booked for Valentino Con, he was like, I'm going to go. I'm going to finally watch you do your thing. And so he's there. It's his first rave. He don't know nothing about this. And I'm just sitting there with him. Place is packed. You guys are killing it, right? And he goes, how do you stay sober through all this, Celina? I said, because I wouldn't have just gotten off that stage right now if I wasn't sober. If I hadn't have done all of this, you think I'd have been up there playing 2 of my own tracks? If I had not have done this, I would not be sitting there with my sponsor, with experiencing his first rave and just coming off a stage, opening a night for one of my favorite DJ producers in the world. Yeah. Recovery did that.
Yeah,
That's why it's easy.
And sobriety is fucking cool. Yeah. And you know who was up after we opened up for Valentino Con?
Yeah,
you know who else was sober there?
Who's that?
All 3 of us on stage.
Let's go, baby.
You know what I'm saying?
It can be done, y'all. And that's a big reason.
Sobriety's cool.
Yeah. Well, that's a big reason why I like being in the scene with this, because you know, the person that grabs me in the club and has that conversation with me, the youngster that messages me and says, hey, I've been da-da-da-da, you know what I mean? Like that, I want to be able to help people to understand that you could be in this scene, you could be a DJ in the nightlife and not ruin it, right? Because we're all doing it out there.
Yeah,
you know?
I know who's doing it.
Yeah, you know what I mean? But it's a part of it. But you're not going to be the greatest form of self if you're allowing alcohol, cocaine, or any sort of extracurricular activity take over that dream, right? Yep. And that stuff always took over my dream. It would be right there. It'd be in my grasp. You know, I lived in Philadelphia. I've played in New York City, and there's that dream. It's on my fingertips, but I decide to go this way instead.
Do some, huh?
Yeah, because it's so much harder to be great.
Yep.
So I'll just be mediocre at best, and I'll do what the masses are doing, right?
The hardest drug is sobriety.
Yeah.
We're gonna read this little comment by the Golden Ticket here, because I think it fits in perfect.
Okay.
It says, the devil will make us feel like we're doing amazing while we stay numb. The true success is when you can do it full-minded.
Yeah, absolutely. No,
that was beautiful.
That's one hundo. Who said that?
Fernando.
Let's go, Fernando. He knows what's up. Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, you know, when we're joking around, like, I was doing great things while high. You know, that's the evil side of life, saying like, well, you're doing all right, you know, but I can do better. And there's a saying in sobriety, Fernando, too. It says, different levels, different devils.
Oh, yeah.
You know? So there was.
Oh, that's nice.
Everyone that's in addiction has a different devil on their back. And
I like that.
I had to fight mine, you know, and that devil is always still there, you know, saying, hey, nah, come on, man, you know, this and that. You want another drink? You could.
You
just,
got
just
it.
Do a little bit.
You got it.
There's no going back, bro.
Nah.
I can't survive another round of addiction, and I'm doing so well, you know.
Yeah, you're fucking shining. You're glowing. I'm so
Thank
proud
you.
of you.
Thank you.
From my team here, we see you. We're like, damn, she's shining. You're doing your thing, and I'm gonna get into that. You said Jeremy was your sponsor.
Yeah, Jeremy's my
Hey,
sponsor.
shout out Jeremy. He's in the chat. He's actually watching right
Oh,
now.
really?
Yeah, he said an amazing example of what miracles look like.
Oh, man.
You're an amazing sample of what miracles look like.
Thank you, Jeremy.
Shout out
Thank
Jeremy
you.
for
Shout
being
out
for
Jeremy.
every step of Celina's way, for paving the path to where she is now. I can see her glowing. Shout out Jeremy, man. You're a fucking superstar.
Yeah, he
and
is.
you're a superstar. Shout out on
you,
your
man.
journey.
Thank you.
And to those who are fighting addiction, you can do it. We did it. We fought it. We're winning it.
Yep, we're winning it.
And it's so cool over here.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
it's cool on this side. I always tell the homies like, hey man, it's way doper on this side. Like I'm
It
gonna
is.
remember everything tomorrow.
There's so many times that I don't so many times I woke up with injuries or things gone or things taken from my house or on the side of the speedway, bro. I'm telling you guys, man, this life is crazy, and if you don't stop, it just gets worse. Don't think that it gets easier. You know, I pray for everybody that I see on the streets. You know, I want to be able to help inspire and motivate the next person to know, because I literally had nothing, man. I was doing everything in my power to not live this life. Every decision I made when I woke up in the morning was, how can I not be alive tomorrow, because I cannot do this no more. And that was that evil side.
There's that little devil dancing.
Yeah, there's that little devil dancing, man. And I wanted so much better, but that addiction just had me, man. It had me bad, and I'm so grateful, because this Celina was still inside. And that Celina was like,
she's banging.
She's like, get me out of here, please. We can be great.
And now you're doing great things.
We're doing great things, man. And like I said, you know, that little lonely spot, that lonely patch of having to do this on your own, it is so worth it, man, because there's people who want you here. You know, what if something bad had happened and and my family and everybody that cares about me, you know what I mean? And
I feel it.
They don't deserve that, you know, and we don't deserve it. Me and you don't deserve to live that and be trapped in that, you know. We got people that love us. You know, we got amazing things we can do with our minds, with our hands, with our hearts, and we need to share that with everybody. And that's why I like being sober in this scene. Because yes, you do see me at 3:00 in the morning, surrounded by everything. And look at fucking Celina over there, just like living life.
I get that shit all the time. Like, how you doing this? It's like, hey, bro, I don't know.
Straight sober, man. You know,
because I'm happy.
Yeah.
I'm happy. I'm gonna wake up tomorrow feeling good.
Yep.
I think that's what it is.
Yeah, we can wake up and not feel like shit.
Yeah, but that's why I'm dancing and I'm feeling good. What are you talking about?
Well, you know, and then with recovery comes taking care of yourself too, you know, and
it's allowed me for my recovery. It's allowed me not only to take care of myself, but to take care of the other people around me as well.
There you go.
You know, that's what I loved about recovery. And
that's word, man.
I got a message for, you know, for anybody that's addicted to anything. If you need some help and you're just embarrassed, I'm here.
Yep.
You can reach out to me. You can see me out. If you don't want to do that stuff anymore, if you don't want to do your drugs, if you don't want to quit, if you want to quit drinking, I'm here to talk to. I've been through that. There's a lot to lose, you know. If you keep drinking, there's a lot to lose. If you keep doing coke, if you keep doing whatever drug it is, there's a lot to lose, and you're important, and don't ever think that you're not. Again, we have an example here. Both of us are examples. I didn't feel like shit. I didn't feel like I was nobody, but because of the drugs, now that I'm off of it, I just feel so important to everybody, you know, and I can feel like I can help everybody around me now.
Yep. And that's it. That's it. Period. That's what it's all about. It's helping yourself first, like you said, so you can help those around you that you love. And yes, you are worth it, homie. We're all worth it.
You're worth it. Drop some W's in the chat.
Yeah, for real.
All day.
W's for wins and W's for worth, because that's what we all need, fam, is that self-worth. No doubt. No doubt, man.
Shit, we coming into the end here. We're gonna play a little bit of blackjack, but I got another little thing for you.
All right.
Me and Walters have been watching you DJ, and it's a spectacle. I've never ever chat. If you haven't seen Celina DJ, you better fucking pull up and study what the fuck she's doing. I never seen nobody DJ like you.
Thank you,
How do you
man.
do this?
Okay.
I
so-
see both of the knobs is going crazy.
Yeah.
What's going on?
So there's a reason why I play the way I play, because back in the day with turntables and vinyl, like a lot of the DJs would just wait for that last 4 bars, right? And they're just standing there moving and then you mix it in at the end. Whoopity doo, right? So I wanted to be more entertaining, right? Because we didn't have all the effects, we didn't have the amazing mixers that are out now. So I was forced to do all that live, right? So I learned to be busy, stay busy on the deck, show the crowd that you're actually working, show the crowd what you're actually doing. You know?
And I see that. Yo.
Yeah, so now with technology, there's all these other more fun buttons, and it's like, how are you just standing there when there's so much you can do,
much that
right?
you can fuck with?
So I remember when I first started DJing, I'd be like, I don't want to be that guy that's just standing there, just like waiting for that last 4 bars. You know what I mean? Like, I'm like, I want to show people, like, I just dropped the bass. I just, I'm juggling beats. I'm going side to side. I just
You
dropped
took off
volume.
you took off the kick. You took off the bass. You're turning up the bass on this
yeah.
one. You take the highs
Yeah.
and the lows off this
Yep.
one. I've never seen nobody DJ as fucking nutty as you. And
Yeah.
and every time I see it, I'm like, whoa. I have never seen no DJ do
Thank
that,
you, man.
and I've been. It's an honor watching you play, and it's an honor like hearing you.
Thank you. Thank you.
I see you I see you glowing when you play your songs.
Yeah.
Are you producing those songs?
So, Il45 does all my masters. He's got
Okay.
one right now that he's mastering.
Shout out
and-
Il45.
Let's go, baby. And then there's one I'm finishing up here soon called Gangsta Stroll. So that will be coming out soon also. So yeah,
Okay.
I'm still producing, I'm learning.
Like
also,
you're getting it down. You're
Yeah.
getting. Are you doing it on
I'm on
Ableton?
12
Okay.
standard right now, but yeah, I had to relearn, it's just not the stompy kick and the hi-hat and a little synth, right? Like
Yeah.
these kids are smart. These youngsters are really doing it. So I have to up my level also, you know what I mean? And
You got to keep up with the
Yeah.
new gen.
and that's what I think is great. Like I said earlier, I'm not that OG that's like, oh, back in my day. It's like, I'm learning so much from you guys, right?
Yeah.
Because if I just stay in that OG mindset, then I'm going to be living in 1996 for the rest of my life. And no, we live now, you know what I mean? But I'm learning a lot, like I said, I've learned a lot from Mark, and I'm very grateful for that. And just
He's a great producer.
yeah, no doubt. So he's got a master right now of mine, and then I'm gonna, once this one's finished up, I'll send it out, and we're just building. Just from my first track to what I have cooking right now, you can tell the difference. You could. Yeah.
They're really good though. You got
Yeah.
some really in the description you can find her SoundCloud, and you can check out her tracks on her SoundCloud. It's in the description.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you can just get to that real quick.
Spotify too.
On
stuff, so
Spotify?
yeah,
You
yeah.
can find it on Spotify. Just go TKNO.GANGASTA, right?
TKNO.
TKNO.
Gangsta. Yeah.
Let's play a little bit of blackjack,
All right,
and
let's run it.
and just talk about a little about what you got going on, and what
Okay.
you're about, what you got going on for the future.
Well, right now I got a couple gigs coming up. Where we at? Oh, we're at 11
We're
again.
in 11. We're in 11 again.
All right, let's do it.
She's gonna double down on
Double down
11
on
with the
it,
dealer
let's
showing
see.
a 10.
Let's go.
Ooh, 21! You go crazy! I got a 20.
Boo, 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 boo.
Shit, that's right.
Honestly, right now I've been very much into working out and getting fit. First year of recovery was just stay sober. Second year of recovery is let's lose this weight. Let's get healthy,
And I heard you got knee surgery, right, too?
Yeah, I tore my meniscus back in October. Did I put that there? Oh wait, that one's the one I just wanted. Oh, sorry.
I put it.
All right, let's do it. I tore my meniscus back in October, which is a hard thing to do in your 40s, right? And then I
Yeah.
stand all day as a barber, as a DJ. So I worked on that torn knee till I couldn't no more. And I did 2 gigs on that torn knee also.
My favorite.
Oh my gosh, but hey, that just, ooh man. So anyways, I had surgery, but it definitely slowed me down this year. You know what I mean? I
Yeah.
had surgery on New Year's Eve, and all the going out and hitting every show and going, I couldn't do that no more. But what it's done is it really made me slow down and kind of analyze, like, what am I doing in this scene? You know what I mean? Like, what
do you
is the
want out
next
of it?
step? You know what? I would love to get a song signed to a label. right? That would be a great goal, you know. But I love playing out, you know. But right now I'm really locked in on my business, on the barber shop, you know what I mean? Being a little more picky with the gigs that I do get asked for, because, you know, these late nights, it's wear and tear on the knee, on the OG, you know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
But, you know, I just want to be involved more in community. You know, I would love to work more with like recovery also, you know, and then just inspire people to like lose weight, get healthy, get fit, start eating right also, you know, because it's all part of the journey. You know, I've lost 80 pounds this last 15 months.
Yeah.
And I did it the hard way, the real way, the natural way, the counting calories, you know. I didn't, you know, someone whispered in my ear at an event a couple weeks back, and yeah, you know, and hey, that's all good. That's the way you gotta go, right? I'm not hating.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
You gotta do what you gotta do. But, you know, so it's just really focusing on self. I've been spending a lot of time with family. I've been able to reconnect with family members that I had broken relationships with because of addiction. And, you know, I'm just really finding that love, right? That real love, you know, with family and friends. So, you know, right now I'm working on music. My business is building like crazy, which I'm super grateful for. You know, I'm doing things for the first time ever. You know, it's to what
feels like it.
Yeah, to what seems normal to everyday folks is brand new for me, you know. So, you know, I want to get a good car this year. I want to start thinking of future Celina, because old Celina never thought or cared about future Celina, but this one right here does, you know. So that's what I'm working on. Thank you.
I'm so proud of you.
Fam. Thank you.
If no one's told you, I'm pretty sure a lot of people's told you, but I'm really proud of you.
Thank you, fam.
Coming from another person that's, you know, got sober.
Yeah, it's not easy. It's not easy, especially with what we do. But proud of you too, fam.
I'm clean.
Let's go.
And life has been throwing opportunities at me left and right. And
see, look at all the opportunities we missed by sleeping in. Look at all the opportunities we missed because we were drinking and partying. You know, like when you're just a solid mind, life, you have to do the work, but life and God will start throwing you little things, you know, and you're just like, whoa, what? How is this happening? It's 'cause
I have a whole motherfucking casino in my shit.
Yep.
Fuck is you talking about? Let's
get it. All right.
Ooh, 13. Dealer showing the king.
That's
13.
Ugly.
Yeah, it is ugly.
13's ugly. Oh no. Let's ask the chat.
Hey, chat, what do? We got to wait for the chat?
We hit.
Hey, we hit your staying. Chat, what are you thinking? Alright, it's because it's a little.
Who said I'm still thinking about that cricket song?
Yeah, I'm still thinking about that cricket song.
That track though at Kabbalah. Yeah, man.
That's Fernando.
That's Fernando. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, bet. All right.
So we have to wait. It's
all good.
We're like 21 seconds off.
All right.
But if someone's watching.
That is an ugly number. I don't know. Okay, if I was at a casino.
Hey, don't touch my chip. We're playing them chips. Don't touch my chips.
I'd get kicked out for touching the chips.
You getting
know
something.
What? Let's stay at 13.
We're staying at 13.
Let's stay at 13.
Chad, she's staying on 13. She's going crazy with it.
It's an ugly one.
Ooh, 20.
Damn.
All right, let's get a couple more hands in, because it feels like you got a little bit.
Yeah, we got a little bit.
She's going to get a big gift, huh?
Okay, we're going to do it.
Hey, they say hit. Everybody say hit. Jeremy says hit. Damn.
Let's
see what she would have got. Let's see what she would have got.
What we got?
She got a 14. She got she got two aces now, though. She got two. Oh, no. I got a blackjack.
Right when I was going to double down.
All right. Let's get it. One more. One for the road.
Do it.
She got a jack, 13.
Oh, okay. I'm going to listen to last time y'all said a hit on 13. So.
Hit on 13. All right, so I'm going to give you a Tarzi tip. Okay. Before you do anything, Tarzi tip. Tarzi motherfucking tip. All right, so the rule thing, you got to think that I got a 10 on this. So now you think I got a 15. 15. So the rule is you stay because I have to hit regardless. So it's either you hit and you bust, or I hit and I bust.
That's what I tried to do last time.
All right, so you want to stay? The chat said hit, and she want to hit this 13. So that's exactly what we're gonna do. Cool? You want to hit?
Let's run it.
All
right, come on.
No, she got 22. Damn it.
Dang, just taking it.
All right, we're gonna end it off. No, we're gonna keep going. So we can end it off on a win. Let's end it off with a win.
Let's go all in.
She's going all in.
Let's go all in, y'all.
Damn. Hey, chat, you ready for this, chat? Hey, chat, she's going crazy. I'm still. If she lose, I'm still gonna give her a little memento. But if she wins this, she can get anything she wants. All right, let's get it, chat.
All in, because either way, I'm coming back up anyways.
Yeah. 18.
18.
Oh, she looking good on an 18.
We're going to stay on an 18.
We're going to stay on 18?
Stay on 18.
Chat. 16. Oh, shit. 13. 19. No!
Hey, that's all good, baby.
Damn, we're going to take this. See that? Don't be greedy. All right, Celina, I'm going to give you the choice. I'm going to give you a choice of getting something at the end here.
All right.
But again, yo, this is Jungle Casino. I'm your host, Tarzy Tars. I had the honor to invite a very special guest, Celina, also known as TKNO.GANGASTA.
Let's go.
Thank you guys for tuning in for my show. We're going to keep it going live. I got a show coming up next week. I got another special guest for y'all. But for now, I'm going to make Celina get a gift from the back.
See, even though I lost, she's still hooking me up. Hey, be careful with this guy. If you see him at the casino, go to the next table. Hey, he's gonna take all your papitas.
She's gonna say, I'm gonna take all your fucking papitas. Go ahead, pick a gift.
Let's see. I've been eyeballing. Does it
Hey.
matter which one?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right.
Hey, chat, let me know what you liked about that. Yeah? Drop them heart emojis.
Ooh. What is this old school punch board right here?
Is it? Oh, yeah, that one's tight. A little Smurf punch
I
board.
feel like I remember I had one of these.
Yeah, does it give you a blast?
Yeah, it does. It does.
Do you want
it's
that?
Cute. All good?
Yeah, that's good.
I'll put it in the barber shop, actually.
You want that? Alright, guys, she's taking the Smurf punch board card. This is from like 19. It's something.
It's from.
But yeah, I think that's what she remembers.
Reminiscent.
Alright. Alright, guys, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. And don't forget to turn on your notifications so you guys can see the upcoming shows, alright? I love y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. Y'all the motherfucking best. Thank you, Fern. Shout out, Fern.